Hi Collective, welcome to my channel, Cosmic Divine Seeker. Hi everyone. Wow, already glitched now. I don't care. I'm gonna upload this anyway. Like yesterday, internet was down all day, all night. Like literally got back online at 4 a.m. this morning. So I'm gonna have a bunch of uploads today. I'm uploading my readings from yesterday and today. Lionsgate, we're definitely in this portal, this gateway energy. There's a lot of energy that's coming through. I feel it, right? A lot of activations, integrations are going on at this time. So 8-8 is going to be very significant, as that is when we fully align with our star system, Sirius, right? You could be seeing repeating 8s, 3s, 5s, 4s, 1s. I'm seeing them all. So there's major changes that are coming. All right, so I've been feeling a lot of energies getting pulled to all these different decks and having to break them apart by reading, right? So you could look at any of my readings that you feel guided to if you want to get more guidance with different decks. I just did a very beautiful one with Beyond Lemuria. I'm trying to keep them to around 20 minutes where they're not too much, right? I did an introduction reading where I pulled both these decks, and then I'm trying to break them apart and get into more. So you'll probably see repeating cards. Just letting you know how in tune to the energy I am. Alright, so, but yeah, because I'm getting channeled messages and then getting, you know, the beautiful interpretations from the books. So, this one's going to be where I'm getting more from the books instead of the channeled messages, because I've already, keep showing me numerology, because they keep showing me, or the same cards, right? So, I've got channeled messages that I got out in another reading, right? So definitely cellular upgrades are going on. You could be seeing a lot of blue and purple, I've been saying. Let's see. It's a lot. If you know me, I like when I'm doing gateway readings, the energy just comes through like that, like lightning, right? So a lot of times it's very exciting to receive this energy, but it's like I'm receiving it, I'm pulling it in because I'm really connecting with the downloads when I'm doing the readings, and then getting the readings. Because a lot of us, right, we do so much healing just by being here, right? On platforms for the star seeds, the light workers, the earth angels, right? You're very much a healer. I'm talking a lot about that. You could be realizing that you have very, very powerful hands, right? So a lot of us are here. We're seeding the light. I'm a gatekeeper. I help anchor the light, the energy that comes through these portals, these gateways, and help anchor them into the earth, the grid lines, right? The ley lines. Because we could be more traveling. We could be one that likes to be on the move. You get guided to certain places, taking vacations in certain spots, right? And things like that. But what you don't realize is that you're a healer. You embody a lot of this energy, and every single person that you embody, or every single person that you encounter, you do an energy exchange with them. You're giving them energy. You're taking energy. You are, you're healing, right? People are just like being in the presence of an angel, right? You don't realize that you're absorbing a lot of the energy, the toxicity. Some of you get sent to really, really dense energies, really dark energies, right? And that's why it could feel very heavy for you, but your light just like wipes out the darkness. But then you have to go replenish your energy. So you could realize, that's why it feels very, very intense when you're in crowds and busy places, and certain places just really drain you, and you got to spend time in quiet. Like, let me tell you what, like, anytime I come back from Walmart, because of all of the energy and the people and everything, like, I literally have to come back, like, it takes me, like, 20 minutes where I just got to, like, calm down, relax, like, like, I got to calm that energy down, right? Especially if I don't have crystals and things like that, and I got to transmute a lot of the energy. It's not so much bad anymore, but like especially like during COVID time and things like that, because I was picking up all that chaotic energy and the fear and all of that was surrounding me. Like, I would literally have to like calm down before I could make dinner. Anyway, so I'm really fun to explain this reading. But for a lot of you, like, yeah, you have very, very powerful healing hands too. And you could be realizing that people could be like, oh, you have the magic chart. You feel so good when your hands are. Yeah, you got healing hands, right? A lot of different gifts and abilities. Again, with the hands. A lot of you are coming together with like-minded individuals and souls and others. Soul family members and things like that. I still feel like I'm going off channel messages here. It's whatever they want, right? All right, well, let's get some cards and get some from the book, right? So Mission Impossible came right back out, and so did Receive. I told you I don't make this stuff up. So anyway, I guess we will read from the book from these. All right, so this is where I'm missing it. They wanted me to get the channel messages out and read from the book. Okay, I've got it. We're going to stick with these 4. The Greater Plan, Divine Perfection. Look at that. And that lion energy. Well, I'm playing with Lyran Oracle, but anyway, here's the lines of all these cards. Presence, well-being, and the gift of life. All right. So we've got 43, which is a 7, and another 7. So 7, 7. Told you could be seeing synchronicities. 5 and 4, so we got 9 here, or 4 and 5. Things could be happening in order too. I've been getting that. Alright, let's look into the cards. The Greater Plan, number 7. The Lyran story is deep, ancient, and long traversing beyond the confines of human linear time into moments where time was once literally a literal standstill. The Lyran White Lion Collective is indeed an ancient breed from the greater galactic timeline's perspective, placed here to share our plethora and learned experiences with other fellow intergalactic beings such as yourselves. Through our witnessing of much transformation, we have developed a unique perspective that we feel can highly benefit your collective species, just as your experience benefits us. One of the major core lessons from our society is that whatever life presents, there is always a much deeper wisdom. Transpiring beyond the surface level, just as beyond your skin, rests a universe of cells and aliveness that is constantly in regeneration. So too does your life have a much greater meaning. To assess the deeper fields, it is imperative that the starseeds enter into a state of non-judgmental awareness that facilitates for the dots of the greater story to connect and reveal wisdom. This occurs when the shadow mind stops reacting and you surrender to the truth. You, dear ones, are in a process of surrender, and this card comes as a gentle reminder to accept the ebbs and flows of whatever is playing out to gain the most from it. When you drop resistance to a particular situation or event, your soul awareness opens up for you to understand that perfection of this moment. Know that you are in a transitory universe, and life is carrying you somewhere beyond this present moment. Now is an ideal moment to go easily on yourself. Express self-compassion and trust you are in full alignment with the greater plan. This card indicates a surrender, a letting go, and allow the higher intelligence to guide your life path. All is well. Acceptance, letting go, seize judgment, inner wisdom, inner mastery, and divine perfection. And as I always say, you're always right where you're meant to be. But this alignment with the star system, Sirius, and the gateway is aligning you with your divine blueprint plan. And I've been talking a lot about the significance this year of having 4 supermoons in a row, right? We had our first one in July, we have 2 in August, and an extra dose of a full moon. Having 2 full moons in a calendar cycle, this is a calendrical blue moon, so we have that rare blue moon on August 31st this year. So these supermoons are more intense, right? Extra pack for your punch, right? Like, it packs the punch, how do they say that? That's what I heard, so I'm trying to incorporate it. But, it's going to be a very powerful time of healing, and then we have another supermoon falling in September. So we're sandwiched in between these full moons. It's really purging us to really get us to let go. And I've already been saying, like, some of these things were triggered deep within the chakras, and it's like it's come to the surface. You could be thinking about things from childhood, as I know a lot of woundings and things have been coming up, and I feel it, but then it's like it's getting chopped within your physical body, and the second moon is really going to get you to finally release it out, right? So, it's happening in phases because these are deep things that are coming out, all right? So we had Wonder, number 43. We just looked at 33 too. I told you could be seeing a lot of synchronicities, repeating numbers. As are universal angel numbers. Definitely look them up. You can get guidance behind them. I've been seeing them in my readings as well too, like the timestamps and numbers. So Wonder here. When individuals on your planet have an encounter with the spirit planes and the experience of entering into divine light, it's often perceived. These lights have been experienced by individuals that have had near-death experiences on your earth and have served a physical body returning back to their full spirit. Luminescence. This good news is that the light is not just accessible through near-death experience, but can be felt at any moment simply through entering the presence of a divine sacred moment. When we take moments of pause from the moment of our life and shift our awareness back to our inner frequency, the fields around us begin to vibrate with the sense of aliveness. Objects outside come more to life, and everything appears brighter and more vibrant than in previous glimpses. Reality has shifted, and it is by you simply becoming aware of existence. The opportunity then, it takes deep breaths, calm your heart rate. I need to tell you, like, if you want to experience this, you're not going to be able to do it around electronic devices. You're not going to be able to do this sitting in a room surrounded by all of these radio frequencies, all of the things that are flying through the air. No, you need to go outside. You need to be outside in nature. You need to relax. You need to breathe. You need to open up. You need to sit in quiet. So you can't do this. I mean, maybe you can, but to me it's extremely difficult. If you go out in your yard and you got lawnmowers going and you got neighbors walking around and all of that, there's too much. You need to go somewhere where you can be quietly, right? Where you go to a park or a forest or a tree, you just go somewhere where it's quiet, where you can sit, where you can hear the wind and the birds and the trees, where it can actually be quiet and you can relax. And you ground yourself with Mother Gaia, with Earth. You sit down or you take off your shoes. You stand on the ground. You anchor yourself. Now you release and you breathe out. Because a lot of us, we hold that negative energy and you start breathing, right? You can close your eyes and start calming down and then open your eyes. That is when you, to me, like that's when I started to experience it. And a lot of times I was forced to, because there was so much chaos going within my home and around me. Like, I was just like, I have to go outside, get fresh air, calm down. And I started to see, you start to see things differently. You start to realize that you're connecting. What they are always blocking us from doing. All of these electronic, all of that, it keeps our minds overstimulated. It blocks us from the earth. It blocks us from divine. So, leave electronics alone. Go outside. And this is... I want to open up here. Okay. Become so aware that your heart expands into the collective universe and divine peace merge with you. Amplifying your thoughts and allow for a fresh perspective. Oh, I felt to tell you too. Like, say that you can't do that. You just got a busy lifestyle, whatever. You're in the busy... Well, try to go out then early morning, like sunrise, when it's quieter and not so many, people are outdoors. Just, find somewhere, right? The state, or I was just told you could do that ambience or whatever, the video, like sometimes like I'll put on the ocean videos and watch it. So I guess you could, but to me it's going to be more popping for you if you're a nature vibe. So... the card of wonder is presented when source creation is requesting for you to pay attention to the beauty all around you of the divine moment. Know, dear one, that you reside on Earth that swirls around you, the sun, and it gravitates around your solar system, that encircles around the galactic core. For your spirit to experience the human incarnation, when the state of wonder is felt, the catch of outdated thinking naturally releases, and you remember once again that you are alive. An alternate meaning of this card can indicate that your relationships, your career, your surroundings are in need of a refresher. Yet it is easy to look at somewhere else for our next adventure. But if we keep moving without gratitude for what is already here, you may miss out on the fact that everything you need is already present. And that's too, like I've been telling everyone in my readings, like, If you're in like a relationship or a situation that's not working and you just want to give up and break up and go find a different lover or walk away from that and be single, you still haven't learned the damn lesson. You're going to repeat it. You have to be grateful and thankful for having something. So when you're with somebody that's challenging you, when you're with somebody that often you see things that you don't like, a lot of times it's a reflection of your inner world anyways. A lot of times you're seeing yourself. You're seeing a lot of, because your reality is a perception of as within, so without. You create your reality by how you feel inside, your thoughts, your vibrations. Now sometimes like you could track that, and then if you heal your inner world and you do the healing and the transformation, then you're not in alignment anymore. So you do need to make movements, but you still have to appreciate the lessons that allowed you to go through that transformation. That's why I'm seeing like a lot of peaceful separations and things like that. And that's when you truly learned a lesson. It's kind of when you're looking back, like, thank you. Like genuinely, not snarky, like, thanks, I leveled up because of you, ha ha ha. Like, literally, you're just like, wow, like, you really, you got me to see a side of myself. You got me to heal a wounding. You got me to change. And I know it can be sad when they don't change and we want them to come with us, but sometimes, people can do some triggers for you, right? Sometimes people, sometimes it takes you leaving for them to learn their lesson. It's like you hold them back by you not choosing to go. So, yeah, there's that. Like, so you're honoring that. If you want to attract better, you have to change what's within. So if you really do want out of a situation, you need to honor. It's kind of like if you were in trouble and you get a punishment, if you're just like, this punishment is ridiculous, like I did nothing wrong. Like to me, like that punishment's never going to end. Or maybe if you're ungrateful or whatever, like you're going to get more, especially if you're like, this is ridiculous, I didn't do that. You get more and more, so it's kind of like, you just have to sit with that and just accept like, well, I'm experiencing this because I attracted it. I did this to me, and this is happening because I did this. So you got to sit with that. You got to change that. You got to change. If you want to change your reality, you got to change from within. And that's when you find the secrets, all right? So the alternate meaning of this card can indicate that your relationships, career, surroundings are in need of a refresher. Read that part. Everything we need is already present. Make an effort to find these gifts and amplify them through love and kindness rather than seeking an alternate route. Seek the refresh from a different perspective, because know that you're always where you're meant to be. And of that card, you're always where you're meant to be. Nothing's going to pass you by unless you say like it's going to pass you by or whatever. Like you will be aligned with things when you're ready for them. So, align with them. You align. You really attract everything you desire right to you. It's what your vibration that you're in. So, I feel like I need to get into tarot reading now. I'm feeling a lot of anxiety and anxiousness because there's some of you, it's like, that you've attracted new things, new experiences, and maybe you're having a little bit of anxiety about. It's like knowing what you manifested is here, so you have that excitement and you have that anxiousness too. I just felt this come over me. I think I'm picking up on somebody's energy. Wow. Okay, I'm going to do tarot reading next. So you guys feel guided because I want to go on with this energy. What was I reading? What we want to speak on the power of receiving and shift. It's narrative. Some individuals think it is selfish to receive, but we want to say that it is selfish to not receive. To receive allows the generosity of the universe to flow in a direction. To receive allows for individual giver to be rewarded even more. To receive allows for a network of unconditional kindness to be established on earth. To receive empowers the giver to be more of service and to experience the gift of giving. Are you receiving enough at the time of your life, or are you turning down an offer because you feel it is inappropriate? It's one of these things, like, our perception is skewed. It's like, say you go and you help somebody with something, and like maybe you're helping somebody that doesn't have a lot of money or resources, right? And it's like they want to thank you, so they offer you a drink, but you turn it down because you feel as though you don't want to put them out and cost them one of their drinks or something like that. But you're actually making them feel down because they want to share what they're feeling of that thank you. And even though you don't like, that's COVID is driving me crazy. The germs and all of that. Oh my goodness. And a lot of times the kindness is given by a smile and a especially or an eye. Anyway, don't get me started on that. So anyway, even if you don't want to drink it or whatever, you still, yeah, sure, you accept it, and that makes people feel good. It's even though it's something, those little gestures, right? So opens up to receiving, abundance flowing, opens it up for all of us. Beautiful. Let's get into this last one because I'm right at 20 minutes. Trying to keep the readings around that. So if you like the readings, you like these decks, definitely subscribe, right? So you get notifications of when I drop videos. Mission Impossible. The human family is surrounded by the infinite support, and not just from the galactic allies such as ourselves, but with the support from an entire crew of starseeds that are grounded and present in all corners of the world. Unlike previous cycles, where the individuals were simply reliant on themselves by activating and awakening the consciousness of the collective, this moment has granted you a team of allies with the Starseed mission fully underway. Wow! I did a reading, was it yesterday, about rallying, calling together. I was talking about Earth Angels and how we didn't come here alone. So that's what I mean. My readings can build off each other too. I mean, this is all the energy of Lionsgate. 2200, 2202 are two universal numbers that I just seen that you can look up. The Starseed mission is a grand cosmic plan designed to seed into your reality the new cosmic visions, ideas, and higher concepts that will grant your collective the ability to tap into the remembrance that they indeed come from the stars and are on Earth temporarily. The card of Mission Impossible is beamed down as a strong message that now is a good time to have confidence and know you are going to succeed in everything you do. Know that you are a supportive family of light from all over the world, and that the lifting the vibration and clearing the fog of amnesia through individuals remembering their own divinity. This is why I love Lionsgate right here. So many on the collective are wakening up to this. It's so beautiful. In this moment, it is imperative to remind yourself that whatever has transpired in past times is over, and you are now residing in an abundant, supportive timeline. If you have been putting yourself down or doubting yourself for the future, the card has come as a bolt of ignition to remind yourself that you will succeed and that the planet will be fully liberated due to the high amount of starseeds in the collective. The frequency of the starseeds travel beyond walls and barriers into the collective consciousness where all is received. Have divine trust for your current situation and know that you are fully supported. An alternate explanation of this card can indicate that you are stepping into a time of cosmic leadership on Earth. Leadership to us doesn't mean simply being in the spotlight, but rather embodying our full, authentic expression and energy frequency to the world. Beloved, it is a time to no longer hold back and shine your cosmic codes for the mission as possible. Activate yourself. Wow, isn't that powerful? And I tell you, my channel alone can activate, awaken, align you, giving you the knowledge, the tools, the things, the realizations, the impressions, I help seed the light and the energy. And if you came into alignment with this reading, you very much are a Starseed, Lightworker, Earth Angel, here helping with the upliftment of humanity. So know that. All right, love and light to all of you. Bye, guys.